Hi everyone, I told you that I would post a video giving you some additional information about your background check and the observation requirement for this class. I wanted to take that time early on to do that so you guys could go ahead and get that requirement out of the way. As you can see on your screen in front of you, I have the observation information tab called up on your Blackboard course shell. That first bit of information there where it says Spring 2018 background check time slots. Now I know this is an online course, and the reason most of you take an online course is because you don't have time, or maybe you're not even near the Harper campus. And so to go there is something that's not convenient for you. So I wanted to go ahead and clarify that once you have purchased that ECE kit, which last semester it was a binder of information that also contained the documents that you needed to take for the background check. This semester I have found out that it is just an envelope of documents that have the applications that you will fill out to take with you for your background check. So what that $85 does for that ECE kit is it actually pays for the background checks itself. So what you've done when you've paid that $85 is you've paid for the background check. And it's actually two separate background checks. It's a background check that will do a background check for the Illinois State Police, and it is also an FBI background check. So it's two separate background checks, so that's why it's a little bit pricey. But again, those background checks will cover you for 2 years. So if you've had it for the first time this semester, spring 2018, then you're good for 2 years. So you won't have to redo that background check again until, let's see, that would be the fall of 2020 then, is when the next time you'd have to do that. And a lot of you will already be done with all of your observation requirements by that time. So this background check will take you those 2 years and get you through most of the observation requirements that you will need to do at Harper. So once you've done the background check, you don't have to do it again for another course. You are listed on a database in our system, and all we have to do is go back and confirm that you've had it done once you have told us that it has been completed. So since a lot of you may not want to go to campus, this information here, if you are on campus, you can go and sign up to have your fingerprinting done there. So what you need to do is you need to go up to J254, which is Janine Lombardi's office door. Janine Lombardi is the coordinator of the education department at Harper. She has a sign-up sheet on her door, so you can sign up to have it done there. The dates that we will be doing the fingerprinting are right here. So it's Tuesday, January 23rd. So that's next Tuesday, and then the following Wednesday. The times available are from 10 to 3. So there are time slots available between those hours. So you can do that. Again, if you do not plan on coming to campus to have your background check, that's totally fine. You can click on this link here, and it will take you to this site here. What you can do is you can type in a zip code that's close to where you live, and it will show you the nearest accurate biometrics location and their hours so that you can go there. You don't have to make any appointments when you go. You just take those applications that were in the ECE kit, make sure that you fill them out, you take them with you, you hand them to the people there. They'll do the fingerprinting. They'll give you a receipt for each of the background checks that they do. So you'll receive 2 different receipts. Again, one for the Illinois State Police check and one for the FBI check. You'll bring those receipts home with you, and then you'll have to either upload those as a scanned document or take an image of those, and then you'll actually submit those to me to show proof that you've had this done. And those aren't due again for a couple more weeks, so you have some time to get that done. So the zip code I typed in is one near the Harper College campus, so the nearest location is in Arlington Heights. The information is there. Again, it tells when they're open and when their hours are as well. So you can just walk in and have it done there. You do not have to come to campus to have it done. Once that's done, again, I think I've marked that in our information that I'd like all of the background checks to be done by February the 5th. So again, it does give you plenty of time to get that done and then get ready to start your background checks. I also mentioned that I would really like for you to do your observations at Harper College. Now, if you think you want to do your observations at Harper College, please send me an email and let me know. If you're going to do your observations at Harper, then I will get you in contact with Irina Bakalis, who's the director of the Child Learning Center at Harper College, and she can help coordinate your observation hours based on the schedule that she has. There's a lot of students that observe there. It's a fantastic program. I highly recommend that you observe there, and the reason being is that we have you do this observation assignment so that you can see what high-quality early childhood care looks like and be able to determine that. And we know that you're going to see that reflected at Harper's Child Learning Center. If we send you somewhere else, we're not always sure about that, but we do have some ways to gauge a high-quality center from another one. So again, if you can make it work to observe at the Child Learning Center, I highly recommend that you do that. If you're going to observe there, these are the forms that you have to fill out. So I don't know if you saw where I went just a second ago. So that was the mandatory observation forms for Child Learning Center. I'm going to click into there again. So there's 3 different forms that you have to fill out. This one at the bottom is one of the most important forms. It's the medical form. So you have to have an updated physical form and TB test to be able to observe there. So if you have not yet gotten a current physical, then you're going to need to take this form with you to your physician, have them fill it out, and give it back to you so you can take it to Irina at the Child Learning Center and have it on file. Once you have this on file there, you don't have to have it again, I think, for 2 years as well. I'm pretty sure about that, but I could be wrong. Anyway, in addition to making sure that you have the TB test, so again, make sure that you have that TB test done as well. Make sure that your immunizations are up to date too. So I know as adults, some of us may not be up to date with some of our immunizations, so just make sure that that is confirmed there as well, that those immunizations are up to date. So that's a form that needs to be filled out. There's also a couple other forms that you need to fill out too. I'll go ahead and click on those and show them to you so you can see what they are. One of the forms looks like an application, like an employment application. Oh, that's not the right one, sorry. This is acknowledging that you will be a mandated reporter for them, which means if you see any sort of child abuse, that you will report that to the director, and then she'll report that to the correct authorities. Let's go back. I will click on the correct form now. Okay, so this is the other form that you'll have to fill out. Again, it looks like an application for employment. Just fill it out the best that you can. If there's information on here that you have no idea how to fill out, just leave it blank and Irina will help you fill it out once you get there. Down here where it says position for which employed, you're just going to click on this other box here and then just hit write in observer or observation requirement there. So again, don't get too hung up on the information on here. If there's something that you don't know how to fill out, just leave it blank and ask Irina. She's done this many, many, many times, and she'd be more than happy to help you complete this application if you had any questions. So again, just make sure that you have those forms all filled out before you go observe at the Child Learning Center. You have to have those done. Again, if you're going to observe somewhere else, you don't necessarily need to have these forms. These forms are specific to the Child Learning Center at Harper College. However, if you do observe somewhere else, you will need to show them proof of background check. You'll need to let them know that you do have an updated background check because all programs are going to want that. And then you need to ask, are there any other documents that you need me to fill out or submit before I start my observations? Some of the programs may also want a current physical, so you can use the physical form in this folder here and take that for that as well. So I do recommend that you do have an updated physical because more than likely you will need that for the observation. Okay, so you're probably wondering, okay, I don't want to observe at Harper, I'm not near Harper, it's not going to be convenient for me to observe there because I work during the day, whatever it may be. So how do I find another program to observe at? These 2 links here are very important for you to be able to access. The other 2 types of programs that we will allow you to observe in are either a Naeyc accredited program or a program that is Gold Circle of Excellence accredited through the Accelerate Illinois program. So to find one of those, it's very simple. You can just click on these links. So we'll start with the Naeyc program search so you can see how to do that. I apologize, my computer internet is working very slow today, so hopefully this won't take forever to load. Okay, So here is what happens, and so it just asks you for either a specific program name, but more than likely what you're going to want to do is to just type in a zip code or a city that you're looking for that's close to your house. So I'm just going to go ahead and type in the zip code for Palatine, which is 60067, and I'm going to hit search, and it says radius down here 10 miles. So this will give me any program that's accredited through Naeyc within a 10-mile radius. Okay, so it's saying search results, 39 programs found within 10 miles from 60067. And then here's all that information. So then it's all listed. Their name, their address, their phone number. So once you decide you want to observe at one of these, or maybe you want to inquire about a couple of these, you just click on the information. Excuse me, you contact them and you tell them, you say, I have an observation requirement for my class at Harper College. I need 15 hours of observation in a preschool classroom. Can I come and observe? And so just talk to them and find out. If one doesn't work, again, you should have multiple options to find a program. One thing, again, I want to reiterate is that you do need to observe in a preschool program, not infant toddlers, not school age, has to be preschool. So that's ages 3 to 5 is what we're looking for this assignment. So again, here we are back at that link for the Accelerate Illinois, very similar to the process that we did for the Naeyc search. You're just going to type in a zip code. Again, hopefully it won't take too long for my screen to load here. Here we go. So again, you can type in a zip code. I'm going to do the same zip code there. And then what's nice is within the Accelerate Illinois accreditation program, they've got different levels of accreditation. So we're looking for gold. You want the highest quality. And so you're going to click on that gold box there and then hit search. And it's going to give you some programs as well within that radius where you can find something. So again, you should be able to find a program within your within where you live that you can find to go and observe. And you can see that Harper College is one. Harper College is Accelerate Gold. They're also Naeyc. Again, so they are the high standard that we want to see. So again, if you can observe at Harper, I highly recommend that you do that. Okay, next bit of information. If you're not going to observe at Harper, this observation letter for students is going to be very helpful. It just verifies that you need this observation requirement. You can print this letter, fill in the appropriate information, and then give it to the director at your school. So it's on Harper letterhead. It just says that there's an observation requirement for your course. Fill in this information here, and then I've signed it, and you can give that to the director. If you have any issues with any director or finding a place for observing, let me know. I can help you seek out a place. If there's any issues with the director wanting some sort of additional confirmation, I can email them, or you can have them email me or contact me. I've never had any issues before. But if you do, please let me know. Also, whenever you go to do your observations, you need to make sure that you pay attention to the dress code. We want to make sure that you're representing a professional whenever you go. So I'm going to click into this here. 1 second. Okay, so these are the guidelines that you're going to be following whenever you go to observe. So there's do's and there's don'ts. So just make sure that you read through this and you're familiar. Again, you want to look professional. Don't go in your GMEs. Don't wear jeans. Make sure that you look nice, you're presentable, you're clean, your hair looks nice and put together. Again, we want to represent Harper College. When we send our students out, we're having them represent us as a school. And so we want to make sure that you guys are represented as a professional in the field. Oh, sorry there. Wrong link. Okay. And the last thing that I need to show you on this site is these observation forms. So these forms here you're going to fill out. I'm going to click on so you can see what it looks like. So this is what you're going to provide to show proof that you did your 15 hours. So you're going to print this out every time that you go to your observation location. You're going to write the date, the time you were in, the time you were out.